But America don't love me, the son of a slave of the father of this country. Freedom wasn't meant to be a luxury for you and I. Freedom came after many influential people died.
It was the summer of 1955. The Cold in August tour was just about over for the season, and the Illamentary racing crew just had won their first race in Atlanta, Georgia. Next, they were supposed to go to Mobile, Alabama for the Africatown Invitational, then on to Pensacola, Florida for the Grand Prix to finish out the year. But then they heard about a racetrack bout an hour outside Atlanta. They ended up in the town of Oscarville, Georgia, nowhere near Tangleweed. You see, in the 1900s, Oscarville was a thriving farm town, with 98% of the town owned by black folk. They had their own schools, their own churches, they owned their own businesses. Hell, they even owned the racetrack that was out there. But then the US government formed a group called the Night Riders, AKA the KKK. They formed the group to murder the existence of what a successful black community was supposed to look like.
I'm supposed to love America.
They drove people away from their homes, away from their land, just like they did in the 1830s when the land first belonged to the Cherokee Indians.
I'm supposed to love America.
Fast forward back to 1955. The US government had succeeded in seizing nearly 40,000 acres of land away from the rightful owners.
I'm supposed to love America, but America don't love me.
But the most diabolical part was only yet to come. No diddy. What the US government decided to do was to flood the entire 40,000 acres of Oscarville and neighboring towns, once again erasing a major piece of history. Black history. And as Mongo stared at the map, knowing good and hot damn well his fat ass can't read, Geronimo the mechanic and Tony Macaroni the crew chief became furious. Furious not because they were lost, it was because they also knew Mongo fat ass can't read. So why he got the map? Just as Tony Macaroni yelled, "Motherfucker, give me the map." Geronimo, the mechanic, said, "Wait a minute, I know exactly where we at, and we need to get the hell out of here right now." Just as the Baghdad champion hit the weed, he began to explain the history of Lake Lanier. But that's when the police pulled up on him. And then Mary Jane had to jump down into the bushes. You see, back then, law enforcement was just an extension of the Night Riders, AKA the KKK. But I digress. Mongo's knees were shaking like Mike Tyson's the night he fought that white boy. Had Mike out there showing his ass. But again, I digress. Mongo quietly cried out, "Don't tell him we're a racing team. Tell him we're a singing group. I don't want them to steal my car." "Stop crying, motherfucker." Tony Macaroni yelled back. Geronimo calmly said, "Man, this ain't no real police. He's just another racist pig fucker." That did not stop the racist fake pig fucker from asking questions. "Who are you? What are you doing in my town?" Still crying like a little bitch, Mongo replied, "We're a singing group from Milton, Florida, and we're just passing through." That's when Officer Pigfucker said, "Ain't no just passing through Oscarville no more." The Pigfucker said, "How do I know y'all a singing group? Why don't y'all sing something?"
I got nothing but love for you, baby. Got nothing but love.
I said, I got him. I got him. I got him.
And just as the illest racing team was about to leave, they heard Mary Jane screaming for her life. Mongo fat-ass Betty flopped into the water in an attempt to save her. But the broke ugly motherfucker was so high, he forgot his fat ass can't swim. That was the last time he would be seen.
Listen, officer, I know I got a traffic warrant, but your wife got 3, so where the fuck is she? You don't know, so you bring your personal problems back to your job. And every damn day you make it hard, you can't understand. When you see a black man rolling in a new ride, gotta pull him over and gotta check the inside. Hell, who in the fuck do you claim to be? My help or my hurt, cause you ain't this shit for me. See, every time I rose, every time I walks, every time I breathe, every time I talk, I'm always being heard or either being watched by scary ass white folks or crooked ass cops. They coming, they searching, they pat me on my ass. The sons of a slave on a son from the past. I laugh, knowing that these fellas must be jealous. They want our autographs, but they don't know how to tell us. It's crazy the way you treat my kind. You call this your job? The system must have brainwashed your mind. I really resent the rules a couple dudes within the day. So if when you talking that shit, is it my duty to blow you away?
Punk ass, rook ass, sis ass motherfucking police. Always in a motherfucker shit. Just get out the motherfucker.
I'm supposed to love America, but America don't love me. The son of a slave of the father of this country. Freedom wasn't meant to be a luxury for you and I. Freedom came after many influential people died. In vain it seems, ain't a whole lot changed. They still cracking whips and shackling up niggas' main. Projects ain't nothing but modern day plantations, and the masters reside at the police stations, replacing whips with Berettas and clips on their hips. Quick to gang up on young brothers who make that grip. I used to think that stacking papers would eliminate lack of pussy to fucking police that player hate. I found out that a bitch is gonna be a bitch, and the police could give a fuck that a nigga's rich. Old white men from the days of the cotton pickers who used to ride around on pickup trucks lynching niggas. They them same peckerwoods acting like a hoe when they see a nigga moving in next door. In front of my own home, rough me up and harass me and say you did it all in the line of duty.